Yo, 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 what up? This is Matt here on Just for Fun, back with more tribal action in Modern, and this is a tribe called Insects. And we started with the typical low curve, low land count, 22 lands, 4 of which are mutavaults, 4 Aether Vials, and 4 companies. So that's the basis for most of these tribal decks. There are other ways to build a tribal deck, and obviously I'm just running through a whole mess of them here that I built in quick succession, but there are more and more ways to do more, and yeah, we'll keep going with it. But I think these decks are a lot of fun. They're very themey. If you like themes, if you like your tribe, we could try to find your favorite tribe here. Insects, right? So obviously we could go deep, we could go more than one color. There's lots of different ways to go with this. You could go big and do like Hornet Queen, stuff like that. I wanted to do the low mana cost one. Starting off on the 1-drops, we have one of the most underrated cards, I believe, in the game. It's Caustic Caterpillar. This card is nut. I love this card. I might be wrong, I might be stupid, but this card is great. It's 1 mana, 1/1, which is not great on its own, but it does do things. It does attack, chump blocks excellently, right? And you can use it to chump block and then naturalize something. It's great against so many of the decks out there. It's great against Ensnaring Bridge. It's great against Affinity or Boggles, obviously. It's just really comes in handy a lot of the time. The ability can be activated instant speed, or if opponents tapped out, you can kind of 3 mana sorcery speed this if you want. You can do it in sack it in response to a removal spell. It's great coming in off a company. Can't say enough about how good this card is. Scoot Mob or Scootamob or It's Scoot Mob or whatever you want to call this. The Beatles. These things are pretty cool. They kind of it's one of those weird 1-drops that sucks on turn 1 and is great late in the game. It's kind of like an opposite 1 mana 1/1, right? But late in the game, obviously this becomes insane and just gets totally out of control. But you can just throw it down turn 1 if you want, and it tends to eat a lot of lightning bolts for you. So if there's some other creature like Automaton that you want to stick in play, Mob is good for distracting attention from that. Not too many good 2-drop insects, TBH, yo. So, got 4 Skylasher, another greatly underappreciated card. This was brought in as like a band-aid to fix Delver, I imagine. But it's just a really good green card. I mean, it's good, and it's obviously meant to be a sideboard card, but it's kind of good, and just a flash reach bear is kind of fine on its own. Sometimes Pro Blue matters, most of the time it doesn't. Can't be countered, sometimes matters, sometimes it doesn't. But even if you ignore the Pro Blue and the can't be countered, the other abilities are just fine as is, and it fits with the theme of the deck. I threw in 1 Drudge Beetle just to have another 2-drop, because obviously we're really short on 2-drops. And it's a bug, it's got Scavenge, it's kind of fun. Simony. In the 3-drop slot, we've got the robot bug here pumping the team. We've got these bees, which are kind of cool. They kind of suck on their own, but it's good if you get flooded. It's hard to find flying threats in green. The ability can be relevant sometimes. It's just pretty decent. It's kind of like the one you don't want to hit off a company too much, but it's not bad late in the game. Good way to end the game quick. And 2 go Shaman, right? Which is awesome. You can do it as a 4 mana, suspend, or you can vial it in. Vial on 3, makes this a 3/2 draw a card, right? Because you can vial it in with your lands untapped. So kind of a nice interaction there. Unfortunately, there's no way to collected company with your lands untapped, right? But Invasive Species is just a beater, 3 mana, 3/3. With Vial, you could use this to save a guy from removal. You can remove and replay a Vial to reset your Vial. You can, you know, like I don't mind picking up a Skylasher to this because you can instant speed this anyway. Pick up another pick up Shaman and revile it to draw another card. Hornet Nest, awesome card against any creature deck. You know, soak up a lot of damage, make a bunch of flyers, and go wide with Automaton. So it's kind of a fun deck. It's obviously not super competitive, but I enjoyed playing with it, and I hope you enjoy watching. Thanks, and peace.